not gonna do none of the hoopla today. Twin Star Exorcist. Do any of y'all remember? Yes or no? Because if you said no, I wouldn't blame you. And that's not because it's bad. That's not because it's bad at all. I haven't thought about it in months now. And that is probably because A, it wasn't really mainstream to begin with. But B, I feel like it kind of went off the rails a little bit. That's not to say that it's bad at all. Twin Star Exorcist is definitely one of the manga that I would say has been kind of consistent, even though I said it falls off the rails. The reason why... First, let me tell you what it's about. Twin Star Exorcist kind of follows a Minecraft theme, right? It has this almost nether. If you know what the nether is, that's like the underworld with the mobs. But we come to find out that this underworld was connected to the real world, and that the creatures of the underworld were originally created to combat certain things. So they're like man-made, and they have a grudge against humans as well. But almost like an Attack on Titan plot, there's humans versus a species, right? And they fight each other, even though they aren't each other's enemy. And the two who are supposed to conjoin, if you will, they're supposed to be like the Twin Star Exorcist, hence the name. They're supposed to have a baby and have the Miko, who is supposed to be the strongest exorcist. And so the whole story follows this plot. So you may be wondering why I say I don't remember it anymore. Well, A, it's still ongoing. It's a pretty old manga, but it's still ongoing, and it's almost unrecognizable because they did awaken. And the reason I don't think this is a bad thing because they were always going to awaken. The story was always going in this direction, but I feel like it's different than when it started. Not in an Attack on Titan way. Maybe not as good, but I'm trying to figure out my complex thoughts on the situation. I don't know, because I probably haven't seen the latest. I think the last time I checked it was a month ago, so I may be outdated. But as of right now, I don't know where I was going with that thought, because I literally just remembered it 2 hours ago. So I thought I'd make a video on it. But despite me saying all that, I think you should read it. I really think you should read it. It's a good read. World building wise, as well as I like the hints of romance in it. At the end, it becomes like heavy romance, but like in the beginning, I was a real big fan of early Twin Star Exorcist. I'm not sure about the anime. I didn't watch the anime because I read the manga, but yeah, there's not many that can like implement romance like Twin Star Exorcist, in my opinion, because like it's based off a romance premise, if that makes sense. And all the characters are super likable in their own way. So like you have this kind of Sasuke-esque character. I can't remember his name right now, but he's like kind of like the anti-villain, and you do see him as a villain at one point, but at the end you come to like love him. And all of the Kigure, that's what the enemies are called, they each have their own personality. Even one of the Kigure loves the MCs, like the female MC, but you don't hate him because you see his reasoning. All the characters are super fleshed out, and I love that about Twin Star. Also, I love the powers in there. Like the powers are based off of, I forgot what the powers are based off of, but they look cool. The only thing I don't like about it is like the brother, and if you read it, you'll see what I mean. He's like kind of insane, weird. He doesn't keep one personality, so it's like, okay, is he bad? Okay, he's not bad. He was just trying to protect his sister. But it feels like he has a personality disorder. So yeah, I don't like him. He's the only thing I don't like about it. But yeah, give it a read.